if this is true, this could have some crazy implications, and we have to break down what I'm talking about. So what's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we could potentially see Julius Randle get traded, as I don't know if you guys remember this, but last summer in the height of free agency, there was a guy out there predicting every single correct move that happened in free agency before it happened. So it wasn't a prediction, it was a secret insider on a burner account, and he went by the name of Dropping Dimes. Now, if you guys know who this is, let's just take a look at some of his prior work. As he said, Houston got Drake's twin. It's a done deal. What happened later? Fred VanVleet signed with the Houston Rockets away from the Toronto Raptors, who obviously the amateur NBA analyst also said, you need a point guard, Toronto. And then also another situation, like right here, when he said Bruce Brown to the Pacers is done. And look, I even retweeted it. But look, now there's been something else. A new tweet in a new year. The New York Knicks are expected to trade Julius Randle. Now, if you're looking at the date, yes, this was announced 2.5 weeks ago, but this guy's Twitter just came back to light for the first time. People just got reminded of who he is and where he's at and what he's been up to. And I'm starting to think, with all the noise and all the smoke surrounding the potential that Julius Randle could get traded, following that video I made that we posted about Julius Randle and not signing a contract extension, part of me is starting to believe that Julius Randle may actually get traded off of the New York Knicks. And guys, I did not think this was going to happen. Now, I still don't think Julius is going to get traded. I think what is happening is the Knicks are looking to upgrade their team in any way possible. They know they're close. They know they have a superstar in Jalen Brunson. They know they want another one so they can truly contend for the NBA Finals. Now, I think if they were healthy this year, they would have won the Finals, which is an absurd thing to say when thinking about the past of the New York Knicks up until just a few years ago. But now they've been in the second round of the playoffs twice. They're officially an NBA playoff staple. 3 of the last 4 years, they've been in the playoffs. We've seen them increasingly get better and better and better, to the point where they should have made the Eastern Conference Finals, but unfortunately, due to injuries, they did not. They did not get the chance to face off against the Celtics, which really was a bummer because that would have been just a fire series. Again, shout out to the Boston Celtics for pulling it off. They did win the NBA Finals. It wasn't the hardest road to get there, but you can't really blame them so much. It's not like they were picking their opponents and picking their opponents' injuries. So you do have to give it to Boston. They finally got one. It's been a while since they've been saying this is our year. And, well, I guess this was their year. Maybe a little bit by default, but it was their year, and you got to give it to them. But honestly, when thinking about Julius Randle, when thinking about the New York Knicks, I kind of do believe that the Knicks are going to dangle him in trade conversations. He's only got 1 year left on his contract, which means if Julius does not re-sign an extension, which I just did a video talking about how it doesn't seem like he's going to, there is a real world where the Knicks are going to look to trade him. Now, something that has been mentioned, that if the Knicks do not make a big trade in the 2024 free agency, they will turn their eyes towards the 2025 trade deadline in next February. Now, again, the Knicks, after that, it becomes really hard to make a trade because the financial situation gets a little murkier. Now, they can, but you also have to realize they're then paying Brunson a massive pay upgrade. If Julius is staying, they're paying him a massive pay upgrade. They will have given OG Anunoby and Isaiah Hartenstein contract extensions if they both stick around. There's been some news that OG might not. I was on Raptors Digest with Ben Rogers. Y'all will see that video tonight if y'all head over to Raptors. But OG staying. Hartenstein, we're not too sure about. But when you look at things, I think the Knicks will be willing to dangle Julius Randle in order to really get better. The problem is Julius is a top 25 NBA player. He's a really consistent guy when it comes to being an all-NBA level player. He would have made his third all-NBA team this year, was an all-star again for the second straight season, third time in his career, third in 4 years, third with the New York Knicks. Julius Randle has been great for the Knicks. I don't really want to see him go. But if the Knicks have to upgrade the team by trading him, you have to do what you have to do. Now, he embodies New York, and I think the Knicks know that. And they don't exactly want to trade him because He's such a leader with that team. Everyone talks about it. He's a great vocal leader. He's a great guy to have there. He's just such a crazy competitor. He wants to win so badly. He comes from that Kobe tree when talking about that story where he's like, this team's supposed to win a championship. These guys are making me worse. As Julius loves to tell that story. But look, if you got to trade him to get better, what if Giannis became available? The Knicks were known to be looking for a Giannis-level player. So what if he became available? What if Devin Booker became available? You have to consider it. There's the idea, which I don't like, mind you, before I say it, before you guys just go crazy on me in the comments. There's an idea of trading Julius Randle for Kevin Durant. It's not actually something like a real report. I'm saying it's an idea that fans have been kind of teasing, and you could see Kevin Durant being like, yeah, I'll go running for the hills again. And also my office for 35 Ventures is still in New York, so I'll just go back there. I love New York. KD said New York is his favorite city in the world. So there will always be that dangling idea of the Knicks getting a 35-year-old Kevin Durant. However, I don't think they should. But I don't know. I just don't think they should. Dude, he didn't come to us when we were at our worst. Don't hop on the bandwagon now like KD does. Oh, so often. Now, Julius is an elite player. He puts up 24 points per game and 9 rebounds with 5 assists. The three-point shooting is not great, but when he does shoot a rare corner three, he's shooting over 50% at it. His threes, he's a good catch-and-shoot shooter from three, honestly. It's the fact that when he tries to pull up, his percentage goes down. And he's a killer in the mid-range, and when that man goes downhill, he's one of the most dangerous players in the league. The guy is an all-star for a reason. These are all-star numbers. I do think he can be the second-best player on a championship team. The problem is he's a low-end second-best player on a championship team. If we're being fair, he's not a high-end second option. He's a lower-end second option, but he is an all-star. You don't need more than 2 all-stars to win a championship. This is not the super team era. That is gone and died. That is over. The Lakers kind of killed it, even though they had 2 superstars in LeBron and AD. Next year, Bucks had 1 in Giannis. Then look, the Warriors had 1 in Steph. 2022. 2023, the Nuggets, they had 1 in Jokic. My brain just completely forgot how to work for a second right there. Sorry, guys. But look, if you look at what people have said about Julius, like Shams for instance, I can't talk, guys. Julius Randle's got a player option in 2025, and teams are monitoring the situation because how the Knicks handle that contract extension situation, and if there's a conversation, what transpires. Shams thinks it'll be very interesting. And to pile on that, Fred Katz has mentioned that the Knicks are not trying to trade Randle at this point, but they do recognize that their quest for a star could require them to have to do so. Now, obviously, Randle's a star in himself, but the Knicks might want to upgrade and get superstar Jalen Brunson an even better running mate. Maybe they think someone who fits better, even though Brunson and Randle fit great together after RJ got traded for OG, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I think they'll look to trade Julius before they decide not to. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to Knicks Digest. Turn on post notifications. Tune in. Live stream tomorrow, 7 p.m. Don't want to miss it. Have a great day, guys, and go Knicks!